Hello everyone, welcome to Single Parents Hub Facebook Live. We are here every week to answer any burning question you may have or any topic that you would like us to discuss about. And tonight, I'm so excited that we have an amazing transformational and also a spiritual coach from Canada, Gillian Stevens, who come to share with us and try to convince us why we should do it differently by putting ourselves first. This concept is not easy to digest, especially when you are a mom. You always putting your children and everyone else first. So I'm quite curious to find out and asking her more, what does she mean by that? And in case you don't know who am I, my name is Tarini Sawetnapanon. I'm the founder of Single Parents Hub, a community that supports single parents and their children so they can live a life full of joy, happiness, great health, and abundance of wealth. How do we do that? We aim to achieve our mission by bringing in experts in many areas of our life to come and support our members. Every month, we also have many events for members to come, to make friends, to get supported, and also to be part of a loving community. Like today, we just bring experts in to come in and share with us why should we do or why should we think differently. This thing might not be something that we normally, do, but I'm quite curious and I'm open to hear more, because sometimes when we keep doing the same things, and what people said, if you're doing the same things and you are expecting a different result, then you are insane. So I'm quite open to hear why should we do it differently and what would be benefit for that. And also Gillian is amazing spiritual coach, so I'm sure that there will be more questions that would come up, or if you have any question that you like to ask her, we will be happy to answer. Just come on board and, give us the shout, say hello, and write any question that you may have. Okay? Gillians, if you're ready, we are waiting for you. Okay? Like I said, as a single parent or as a parent or woman, normally women in general, we always try to be the best mom, the best wife, the best partner, the best human being. And how do we do this? We normally give and give and give. We normally just give out as much as you could. And sometimes by giving out without feeling yourself in, sometimes you might feel a bit, hesitant, or you feel a bit resentful toward the people that you keep giving. So I think the concept of doing things or seeing things differently might make sense. But again, I really want to know from the expert why and how should we doing that. And especially she's come from so far away from Canada. I really want to know those parts of the world. Do they have any different point of view or different practice from here we are from UK, and me personally, I'm from Thailand. So traditionally, we always giving out. We always putting other people first, not to ourselves. And sometimes I also think by we keep giving and giving and giving, sometimes I also feel that the people on the receiver end somehow take advantage because they know that you keep giving, and sometimes we giving without thinking. That's the problem. We think we give out without thinking, and if people appreciate your help, great, you achieve what you set out to do by giving them. But if they take advantage of your kindness, then that would become the problem, because you somehow feeding the habit for them to take advantage more, and they will keep asking and asking and asking, and you think you actually helping them by giving. You're not actually helping, you actually making them learning by a bad behavior, learning by taking advantage of other people more. And this also apply to your own children, because if they being unreasonable, or they being naughty and they command and asking for more, and we not put the boundary or the rule in place, and we just think, okay, if we keep giving, somehow the children will get it, that we doing this is not right, we doing this, but because we love them, so we giving out more, and the children will eventually see that because we are giving, then they will learn. But I'm sorry to say that they will not learn. They will learn, but they will learn in a wrong way. Oh, okay. Yes, please, Gillian, can you come on? I didn't see that you are on the viewing. If you watch it, and you can request to come on board. I'm waiting for you. Yes, she's here now, so great, because it's her expertise, it's her point of view that she would like to share with us. So I'm so
there we go. Pardon me, I was at the
thank you very much. Save me from mumbling around that something that I'm not familiar with the concept myself.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was like, where are you? Okay, got it.
No, I know, when you're a queen, you need to have the entrance, aren't you? You need to wait until the moment's right. So it's better to, have people waiting, and you come, I'm here.
That's right, exactly. Well, exactly. I'm thrilled to be here.
So would you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more on, what you do and who you are?
Okay, I'm here.
Okay.
Yep.
So can you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, and what kind of expertise that you can bring on board to Single Parents Hub?
Yes. Well, I'm a single parent myself, or I was. I still have my 3 kids, but they're adults, so I don't consider my parenting job is so prevalent the way it was. And I worked in the high school system and worked with students that were struggling to be successful.
Okay.
And it was their barriers to success. So they were disengaged in school, and so I had an opportunity to work with a lot of students and their parents, and a lot of them did come from single parent homes. And I worked with them around the areas of grief, supporting them because they had some issues with maybe not as much food at home. They had some issues with not being engaged in school because they had missed a lot of time. They had some mental health concerns. And so I support individuals now outside of the school system. I retired and wrote a book, and I took that expertise that I gained working with those parents in the school system to outside the school system.
Excellent.
So I help those parents now in their own lives and dealing with parenting, dealing with issues that they have that are affecting how they feel successful in their lives.
Yes, excellent. So now, not only you helping in your school, in your area, now you're helping single
Yes.
parents globally. So I'm so
Yes.
grateful to have you on board with us
Thank
on
you.
Single Parents Hub. And just to quick say hello to Julie. Julie, welcome on board. And if you have any issue or if you have any question that you'd like to ask Gillian, by all means, just put on the comments. Okay, so let's start it. I'm very curious to know, you said, let's do it. We need to do it differently by putting ourselves first. Oh, I'm not too sure we can do that. We are mom, we have to put the children first. So what do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is that we tend to, by the nature of who we are as women, we're sort of raised to put our children first, to put everybody else first. And what happens is that we sort of get lost in the shuffle. So our needs and our desires and our dreams get put sort of farther down the list, and we get depleted with our energy. So we're doing for others, and we don't have much energy left to shore ourselves up. And so we really are working at a deficit. If we could take the time to accommodate our own needs, to focus on our own desires and what we dream for, we will be happier and healthier, and we will be filled up. We'll have more to give other people. But that sort of goes against the grain and what we've been raised to believe, and what society sort of enforces. Right?
The society, you see that, oh my God, you are so self-centered. The whole universe doesn't run around you. I hear this all the time. Like, you need to put other people first, not to yourself. But like you said, you going against it, and once you keep doing that, then you become resentful because you don't have enough to give. You not fulfill yourself. And I don't know if you agree with me or not. Sometimes because you keep giving, we thought we're doing a good thing, but we end up doing a bad thing, especially with the children. We know that we're not in a position, or we're not happy to do, but we keep giving out. So they learn. And children are very clever and also very manipulative in the same time. So they knew exactly how to twist, how to work with you. So when they know that you're doing it regardless, there's no condition, there's no boundary, aren't they? So they keep taking and taking. And once they learn this, I don't think it's good for them, because when they go into the big society learning, they don't learn much. They're just thinking to take and take and take. What do you think about this?
I agree with you. And I think when we teach them, for them to see us role modeling good, healthy behavior, taking care of ourselves, they'll do that as well. And they'll respect that piece, and they will take that into their lives and recognize that they also need to take care of their health and take care of their responsibility towards their health and well-being. Part of what happens is that kids, like you said, they come to us for all kinds of help, and it's easier for them to get us to do it. So it's to be that sort of tough parent and that loving parent that says, no, I will help you with this, but I need some quiet time right now because I have to pursue this. They'll see then that you're taking care of yourself and filling yourself up, so that then you have more to give them. I'm not saying that you do this and don't talk to them about it, because I think a big piece is education. Letting your kids know why you're doing what you're doing, why you're choosing to do what you're doing, so that you can be there for them.
This is very new concept for me, because I'm growing up in the old generation, especially from Asia culture. We always thinking that this is a grown-up business. The children shouldn't know what we're thinking and what we've been through. But when you're saying this, that, okay, mommy can help you, but I need a quiet time. I'm quite stressed out at the moment, or I have other things to do. And if I can have 20-30 minutes, and then I'll helping you after. I think in a way, like you said, you helping the children to learn the process as well, and they won't feel rejected. A lot of time we just up to our eyeball, right? And it's just so stressful, especially when you have to handle the whole universe by yourself, and then the children come in not at the right time to asking for something simple, and then you just scream at them. you know, like, oh my God, don't you know that I have too much already to deal with? And you come to ask me with these silly things,
Yeah.
you know, but then they don't know, do they, that what we've been through. So by just holding ourselves, you know, step back a little bit and saying, okay, I would do this, but, you know, I need 20-30 minutes and then I'll helping you. That's an excellent idea.
Well, I think because we are raised that way as women,
Mm-hmm.
that we need to put everybody first. I
Yes.
think it's uncomfortable for us to do
Mm-hmm.
it differently.
Yes.
And I think it's healthy for our kids to see that we struggle with a few
Yes.
things
Yes.
and share with them about why we're making the choice that we do. Because
Mm-hmm.
if we look at society and how busy we are, it's like you
Yes.
said, you are run off your feet and then you could snap at your child because you're so busy. I would rather stop and take a break and explain that to them and then go about our business. And the double, I guess the bonus is that they realize that and they get the benefit of you making that choice so they can make that choice later in their life as well. They can say, I remember my mom and what she did, right? I don't know about you, but I remember my parents being busy all the time. And I grew up in a double parent family. My children grew up with just me running around. But I did make time to have family dinners with them and connect. I did do that. And I limited how many times we went out during the week. We had 2 nights a week that we went out and did extracurricular activities, and I just made sure, or I worked hard at getting those activities on the same night. So they had other nights to do their homework, to be with friends, and to be with family.
Yes, excellent. Hello, Esther. Esther is a wonderful and powerful single mom as well. So thank you for joining us. I think also we touch base on, you know, because we holding ourselves back and we say, okay, we deal this with this. In a way, it's just helping us to manage our time better. And we give them the clear guideline, to saying that, okay, this is what we do. And nowadays, I don't know about in Canada, my children is only 8 and 10, but their activity is just crazy. Every day they have their homework, they go to extra lesson, they have their tennis, swimming, football, and the whole 9 yard, and doing Thai on Sunday. It's quite crazy. So like you said, if you put everything together, okay, then you can have your free time at what day and at what time. So everyone know exactly where we are. The children know, you know. Then everyone can rest because we can expect, you know, things rather than just dealing with it. as you know, whatever throw on you, it'll be chaos. And I notice, especially with myself, if I don't have things in order, if I don't tell them in advance, and I deal with it impulsively, I'm just all over the place myself. And because of my energy, I'm, you know, like running like a headless hen, not a chicken, a headless hen. Children picking up that energy and they just restless themselves, and I feel that they got too much energy. They start picking on each other and fighting.
And it makes it worse for you because then I know what I was like. I had some guilty feelings if you lash out at your child because you're up to here.
Yes.
If you could just take the time and say, oh, I just need a few minutes here, or can we settle down as a family, or can we have quiet time? I used to have quiet time with my kids and say, oh, let's have 20 minutes where we're all going to read or do something quietly, just to reconnect and collect our thoughts so that we're not running around like a headless hen, like you said.
Yes.
Right?
Hi. Julia make a comment, say it get easier when they move out.
Yes.
Oh my God. Really?
Yes.
My son, he asking me, Mommy, do I need to leave when I'm 18? Can I stay? Can I stay longer? Oh my God. Yes.
Well,
but then again, we never stop worrying about them.
No, you don't. Mine are 29, 28, and 26. And my 26-year-old lives with me again because he started his own business. And so he lives here, but he lives in the basement and has his own bedroom down there in his bathroom. My other two have moved out. One moved across Canada and one lives in the same city. But you're right. You still think about them. You still concern yourself with them. But when you put the energy in when they're younger, you have taught them how to be resilient. You have taught them to take care of themselves. And so it's not such a worry. You have to trust yourself that you did a good job as a parent. And we do the best, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm just about to say. Whatever you do, you doing your best at whatever knowledge and resources that you have anyway. If you're looking back, you could have done better. Of course, everyone have done better. You know, when we're looking back at our parents, I'm sure everyone have the opinion that my family, my parents should have done better. I'm sure that the children would think the same thing, but we only do what we have at that moment.
Yes, exactly. And I think that's a big piece is parental guilt. Feeling like I'm not measuring up, feeling like I'm missing something. And we do exactly that. We're doing the best job we can with the information we have at the time that we're doing it. And if we can accept that about ourselves and recognize that and feel good about ourselves instead of judging ourselves, then we are happier ourselves as well. And that's healthy. That's mentally and emotionally healthy, instead of feeling not enough.
Okay. I want to ask you, how should we put ourselves first? Because there's quite a tricky balance, Either putting ourselves first in a healthy way, or become the ice queen, or become the diva that, okay, that's not for me, I put myself first, and you discard other people, or you just block them out. So how do we fine tune to make sure that we actually know why do we do it, and in a nice way, not become a diva, if you understand what I try to say?
No, I know exactly what you're trying to say. I think in my book I talk about being a selfist, not selfish, selfist, meaning you are being for yourself. So whenever something comes up, I always say to myself, is this going to be in the benefit of my family, of my children in the long run if I choose to do this? And at times it will be, if you have an opportunity to go out versus go and do some grocery shopping, is there a way that somebody can help me do my grocery shopping? Is there a way that we could do that on the way home from another errand? Is there a way I can put the grocery shopping off because I really do feel for my own mental and social health, I need to go out and see a friend for an hour and a half? It's always this, I don't think you can make it a blanket statement. I think it's very individualized, right? It only happens with each particular question and issue that comes up. So always are looking at what is in your best interest, because if it's in your best interest, it's in your children's best interest. It's not about putting yourself first at the exclusion of other people. It's putting yourself first, including other people. Because the balance has been off. The balance has been everybody else and you're at the bottom. All I'm asking is that you give yourself a little bit more time, a little bit more opportunity to focus on your own health. So that could be a bath that night. It could be a conversation with a friend after the kids have gone to bed. It's about asking for some support. And I think we're not very good at that. We think we have to do it all by ourselves. And by putting ourselves first doesn't mean that it has to be at the exclusion of everything else and that we're going to completely flip the balance. We're going to do it a little bit at a time, because we kind of scare ourselves when we're used to doing it one way. To do it another way is difficult to do.
Yeah, exactly. And I think also it takes time and practice, isn't it? And you need to be conscious and aware of it. Like you said, every situation coming up, you need to ask that question. Would this make me happy? Would this benefit for me or my children? Or you just do for the sake of it, or you just do to please someone. And it's not the same direction that what you want to, heading for. And that's quite, I think it's tough at first. Like you say, it's tough at first when you have other things that 80% of our time we spend something that is not really important for us. We just doing it for the sake of it because we might not have a clear conscience of what need doing, and it's just like a routine, right? It's just like a robot. Okay, tick box exercise doing this, and then you just running out of steam, running out energy because you're just too busy doing something else that is not matter.
I think you have to be conscious in your decision making and recognize that you can't be perfection in everything. There are some things that I think we have to let go of, as you said, that is just busy work. Really look at the question is, how does this benefit me and my children if I do such and such? And if it's just busy work or it's something you could put off or you could ask somebody else to help you with, and you focus more on what it is that would benefit you and your children for better health, then I think that's where you go. And let go of this perfectionist piece. You can't do everything at 100%. You can't. There are some things that you're not going to be able to do at 100%.
Yes, and you get way stressed out.
Yep.
I'm a perfectionist myself. I get so stressed out when things not done properly. And I think also it's help. It's same way, right? With the financial, it's the same thing. We hear many times the people say, pay yourself first. Because when you keep paying other people, you never have enough left to pay yourself. So I think for the mindset, it's the same way. Like beginning of the month example, or when you have the schedule, you can schedule yourself. Okay, I want to have a night out for that day. So if you write it down, at least your mindset, you already know that this is going to be me time, or I'm going to do this with the children, taking them. So we schedule ourselves first before other circumstances coming on the way. Because if we keep doing that and they say, okay, let's see this week, at the end of the week, if we have time left, we doing that. It never happened because something else always coming.
Well, and I think we think of balance as it has to be balanced every single day, and sometimes it's just not going to be. But if we have a couple of days that are very busy, maybe we could say to ourselves that this third day or this fourth day, I'm going to take half an hour to myself, right? Or even if you can take 5 minutes in the morning before your children get up, you take 5 minutes to sort of enjoy a cup of tea, or 15 minutes before they get up. You find a way that works for you to sort of stabilize yourself and do the best job that you can with the time that you have and the commitments that you have.
That's good. I really like the concept of, start the day well by, like you said, find space, 5-10 minutes. Do whatever that make you feel happy and come down to the balance. Eat the nice morning cup of tea or meditation or walk or just doing nothing or having a nice, hot bath. Whatever that work for you. If you do that first thing in the morning, you strengthen your own mind muscle, then you can handle that. Because what I find that when I doing this, and then as soon as the children wake up, oh my God, the whole thing, I feel that they're pushing you. But when you already set yourself ready, okay, I'm ready. Whatever throwing at me, I'm ready. So when they come in, you can, okay, I know this is going to happen, but because I'm calm and peaceful now, you won't crack me. So you can be more conscious, aren't you? You more conscious of what coming, toward you.
Well, I think, and some people are better in the morning. For me, when my children were little, I had to get up early, and I've continued that practice. I like to set my day up. And so it meant getting up 15 minutes earlier. It meant getting up half an hour earlier so I could do that. Some people are better at night. Some
Yes.
people like that time at night. You
Mm.
have to find, I don't think there's a cookie cutter approach
No,
for
no.
everybody. It's all it is that you have to believe yourself that you're important enough
Yes.
to take care of, for you to make yourself a priority in whatever way that looks. And
Yes.
because of the nature of the beast of being women and being mothers, I think we will not sort of go the opposite way. I think we'll still be giving and
Yes,
caring
yes,
for our
we are
kids.
nurture
It's just the way we
human
are.
being. Exactly,
Yes,
exactly.
right.
And like you said, it's not a fixed time. It's
No.
no, cookie cutter, what you call. So it's not morning, not at night time. What I doing it every moment when I'm by myself. I doing that. And me, I like meditation. So if I walking after I drop the kid to the school, when I walking back home, I do my walking meditation. When I go into the tube, it's so packed up. When you at peace, when you bring yourself back in, it's like a slow motion. Because people rushing around doesn't mean that you have to join the crowd. So you use your own place. And then I just sit there instead of playing on these sugar candy or candy fresh or whatever things. You can just bring yourself back and find your own peace. So you can do that throughout the day. Like you said, couple minutes, whatever thing, wherever you can do, you just bring yourself to the center. Then whatever things that you do or the decision, you come from the center, from the balanced place. Otherwise, you just like keep running around, something throw at you, you bounce back. Whatever angle that coming in will be quite a chaos.
Well, and I think if you don't have your center, like you brought up, and everything is whirling around, you react instead of responding.
Yes.
And responding is from a conscious place, a mindful place, as opposed to being reactionary, whether you're reactionary to situations and to your friends, or whether you're reacting to your child. To be centered and grounded, it's peaceful. It's more peaceful, right? And I think for me, I knew that it would end at some point. Like, we can do anything, right?
Yes.
For a long period of time, but if we know that there's an end in sight and it's going to shift, it's much better to handle. It's easier to handle. So the crazy life that your life might be right now, finding your space could look very different in a week or 2 weeks or a month.
Yes.
Right? A different season, a different thing going on.
Nothing lasts.
Nothing
and lasts. Nothing is permanent. Everything is always come to the end by itself. It's actually the main concept of Buddhism. Nothing permanent. Everything comes and go. Yes. And when you agree with that concept, it's quite good because you can find peace. Example, if I going to the post office and I see the queue is massive, and if you like, gosh, why can't they just open another counter? I'm in a rush. I need to get out now. Gosh, why this is this? And because of your restless, it's just getting longer, and you're getting more angry. But if you think, come on, I'm here all day. I can stand here for 6 hours. Let's see. It's going to end. Somehow it's going to end. Someone will have to serve me. I'm standing here. I'm not moving. And eventually, it's not that. It doesn't take that long. So why working yourself up?
I think when we send the message to ourselves, we tell our body that we matter, that our calmness, our center, our peace matters, our health matters, so that we are there for other people. We sort of send that vibration out, and our calm ripples out and affects our children in a positive way, and affects other people in a positive way. So when we sort of set the tone for how we want to be treated by how we treat ourselves, that actually impacts other people. And there's lots of research done about the impact of your heart and your heart the heart connection and how it ripples out and affects other people. So simply by taking care of yourself and raising your own vibration, you impact other people in a positive way. And that first and foremost is your children. And then it's other people that you run into. So it's sort of the reverse of what we're used to. We're used to putting everybody else first, and we become more and more depleted. But if we stop for a moment and center ourselves and focus ourselves and raise our own vibration, that ripple effect actually impacts other people far more positively than if we were rushing around and not really being mindful.
Yes, I totally agree with that. A lot of time people said, oh, have you heard of this news? Have you heard of that terrible things happen? This is this. I said, please don't tell me, I'm care about it, but don't, because I don't like to get involved to something that I cannot control of. Like you said, I say to a lot of people, if you want to make the world a better place, like Michael Jackson said, looking into the mirror and start with yourself. So once you find your own tune, put yourself first and make yourself happy, your energy will vibrate, like you said, the ripple effect. Then you making your children happy, and the children making their friend, their teacher, the whole thing ripple out. Then we build up the little community that hopefully everyone practice and do the same way. And that's how we could do, only way that we could do to make the world, to make everyone happy.
You are absolutely right. That's actually the premise of my book. And I have a chapter in my book called
Excellent.
That has to do with Michael Jackson, the man in the mirror, right? You have to start with yourself. And that's what we need to do. So my book is about flourishing and the fact that we don't.
You have the copy with you?
I do have a copy with me.
Yes.
I do. It's not just about surviving or thriving. It's about us flourishing. And so I use an 8-step process that parents can use, right? So focus on what it is that you want. And sometimes we don't know that because we're so busy taking care of other people, our job and our work, and maybe we have elderly parents and our children, that if we don't stop and we're stuck in the busyness of life, we don't have time to figure out what it is we need, what it is that we desire, what our dreams are. So first and foremost is focus. The second thing is love. And it's love for yourself, love for other people, love what you do, right? Love for the world, right? Then it's own it. So the O is own it. So what is it that you might need to shift? What is it that you are maybe hanging on to that is negatively affecting how you impact other people? And U is unity. So find your community of support, find your friends. And I think as single parents, that's absolutely what we need to do. And that's where you come in, right?
We are here open arms to help and support everyone. And I want to just go in a little bit that we are welcome to help people. Even you're not a single parent yourself. For me, suffer and unhappiness are universal. So everyone welcome. People said, oh, but I'm not single parents. I'm not even married. I'm not even in a relationship. But can you love yourself more? Can you be happy more? Can you take care of yourself more? It's universal. Everyone want to be loved. Everyone want to be happy. So everyone is welcome.
Yes. Yeah. And it's about responsibility. That's the next piece. You need to take responsibility for your health, for your happiness. It's not an outside job. It's an inside job. Inspiration, where do you get your inspiration? And some of the time that I spend in the morning, you meditate, I do as well. But I always make sure I read something that is positive and uplifting, that inspires me. I don't watch the news, and you mentioned that too.
Neither am I. I haven't watched the news or read the newspaper for the past 4 years.
Oh, I'm way past that. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. And the S is synergy. How do you put it all together? How do you put this sort of plan together? How do you make this work in your life? And it will work differently for every single person. because they have a different structure to their life. They have different responsibilities. H is harmony. When we take care of ourselves, as you said, we impact the world. We impact other people that we're with. And that's what's going to bring harmony to the world, is when we all take responsibility for ourselves. And
Excellent.
we have been doing it from this place of, from a caring place, from an empathetic and a compassionate place, is taking care of other people. But we have done it to our detriment because the balance has been off.
Excellent. So would you be able to put the links on the comments, perhaps,
yes,
on your book, so everyone can come in and,
sure,
it sounds like a great book, and especially when you give everyone the framework and the step, because like you said, even the first step, what you actually want, I don't think everyone actually asking that question. And also another thing is, when I hear it, why do you hang on to the negative belief or whatever thing that making you suffer? That's one of the biggest aha moment I have when I go through my own journey, that why I keep myself being unhappy. Why? What happened if I suddenly become happy? What would happen then? What would people, why do you think that? And when you actually digging it down to yourself and you know that answer, you're thinking, that's silly. That doesn't make sense. It's not true. It's just your own fear or whatever thing. And when you actually knowing more about yourself, then you let yourself free. So it's amazing that your book can give out the simple steps, so we can follow and achieve a happy life, a content and peaceful life.
And it's there's so many books out there, and so much inspiration, and there's so many people willing to help, but we have to ask, right? Yes. We have to not only take responsibility for ourselves, but not be afraid to ask for help. Like, we are not here to do it alone. And I think there's some aspect of that we think other people are doing it, quote, better than us. And so if we ask for help, that there's something wrong with us.
Yes.
And that's not the case. We are doing the best job.
If we have to be known as something wrong with us, there's nothing wrong to being not perfect, isn't it? Like you
that's
said.
True.
When I think a lot of time is the ego things, like we don't want to ask for help because otherwise people would think less of us, or we have our own persona image that I get it all, and then people don't know which angle they want to come in. They don't want to look like they are patronize you by like offer help to you, and then you might snap their head off, like, who you think you are? I'm all right. I'm cope myself well. Why you asking this? There's a lot of things, and especially now I start up the Single Parents Hub. I find that I want to say this, everyone, if you listen, I want us to saying that we are single mom, and you have to saying it, with pride. There's nothing to be ashamed about to be a single mom. We are amazing. We're doing a great job. We do the best for ourselves and for our children. There's nothing to be ashamed about.
Absolutely.
What happens is when I'm doing this, and sometimes I text people because I think, come, we here to support you. Everything is free, right? And all my events is have a children crash as well, that they can come drop the children. We have the qualified childminder to look after them, and they can come to meet the expert and get support. So there's no excuse anymore. You just need to reach out. We're here for you. But a lot of people like send me the private message. Can you stop tagging me? Can you stop connect? Seriously.
Wow.
Yes. Can you stop doing that? Because and then sometimes I have myself down and thinking, why? Why you want to be suffer alone? We need to get, It's not only about you. We are mom. It's not only about you. It's about you and your children. Get yourself out of it. You know, it's not, we not only do here for you. Of course, we want to help you so you can help your children. But also the main thing is for you to help your children. And how do you do that? You need to get yourself out of it. You know, all this ego thing is not healthy. So if you have to say to the world, I'm single mom and I'm going to do my best for myself and my children, and be it, celebrate it. It's time for freedom, that you are in control. You have the choice to make yourself happy. Like you said, you make a decision to be happy. So don't feel that you need to be ashamed. Don't mention me because I don't want the whole world to know I'm a single mom. Obviously, everyone knows you're a single mom. Come on.
You're not hiding anything.
You know, get out of it. Don't feel ashamed. Why? Everyone have story in their life, you know. Even people in relationship, not everyone have a happy relationship. Or even a single people, not everyone a happy person. It's just part of life. It's just part of the journey.
Yes.
If you need help, don't feel that, oh my God, you know, I'll be ashamed. People will think less of me. Forget it. Like you say, take care of yourself first. And that is quite a big reflection. When you're saying, oh, don't tell people, don't mention anything. I don't want the whole world to know I'm a single mom. I'm this. Somehow you put some taboo on your head, isn't it? That I'm less, I'm not enough. I'm less than other because I'm a single mom. So when you
I actually think you're more than enough as a single mom, because
you're a superwoman. Come on.
You're doing more, but there's lots of help, as you said, for people. And there's no shame in asking for help. And actually, there's a lot of strength and courage to ask for help, and to say and to be able to step in your shoes and be proud of who you are as a single mom raising or a single dad, whoever's listening here, right? It is a hard road to hoe, for sure. And so you don't have to do it alone. And I think that is the biggest piece now, is that there's a lot of support out there. And you just have to own the fact that you are, and that you are proud of it, and you're making those steps to ensure a good, healthy family unit. And that can be a single parent with children.
Yes, excellent. So on that note, please, this Saturday we have our first events, and it's going to be amazing. We have 3 speakers. We have the nutritionist to come in and tell us how balanced diet, balanced food can give us the highest energy, that we can have enough energy to juggle millions things, children, business, work, life, everything. And also we have amazing Anne Marie. She's hypnotherapist, and she will come in again how to, you know, find your inner peace and build up your mind muscle, similar to what we say today. And another one, which is, I want to bring him on board. It's the guy, that's what we're saying, that when we become love ourselves, there's the thin balance between being content and happy and peaceful. Or you flip side and you become a diva and you become the ice queen. So this guy, he's the relationship expert. He will come in to say to us, especially single mom, why you should lower your wall and let's walk in. Because a lot of time we are so sure of ourselves because we are self-reliant and we can manage everything. So we have very little patience with other people, right? And then we keep mourning. So why can't we find love? So I bring him in. So I'm not too sure. I'm warning him. You either going to get a lot of hug, or someone going to throw the egg at you. So be warned, because he's going to share with us from the man perspective. What do other people seeing us when we become so sure of ourselves and blocking ourselves up, you know, and then we just complain that we don't have enough love because our wall is so high, so thick that no one can drill it.
That's true.
Yes.
That sounds like a great event. I wish I was in the UK.
It's quite a short notice because these events we only have 2.5 weeks to plan, but I'm sure, and we love to have you on board. Maybe a month or 2 months time when we plan proper, because I know that you come from far away from Canada. We are so grateful to have you, but I want to plan proper so you know all our member and you can connect in a proper way, and then we can make the best impact that we could support the member there.
I think you're doing an amazing job for helping parents and providing opportunities and speakers and support so they can feel they're doing the best job that they are, and to help themselves and to help their children. So I commend you for doing a great job and getting it out there.
Well, we just have to do our bit, isn't it? We all have to. I believe that everyone have a story to share, and we can always learn from each other. Yes, but we need to step up and say, yeah, I have something to say. I have something to share. Doesn't matter how big, how small. It's always about reflection. I learned a lot from you today.
Oh, great. I did too. I loved our conversation.
Okay, thank you very much. And
thank you.
Keep in touch. And if you can put your, your website.
Yes, I will.
For your book on the comments so the member can have a look, and it's a wonderful book, and I'm sure that will impact a lot of people's life there.
Yes, I will. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And inviting me. I've enjoyed it.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.